Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to season 3 of Come Iftar with me. I'm Chef Maaria and I'm here today making a special dish. It originated in South Asia. It's a special one from the time of the Mughal Empire and it is called Shahi Tukda. So to get started, I'm going to talk you through the ingredients. Over here we have some saffron which has been diluted in milk. That's just to get that nice yellow color that we're going to be adding to the milky kind of juice that we're going to be pouring over the bread. The next one is cardamom powder, and again we're going to be adding that into the milk. This is some milk over here, cream, we have sugar, pistachios and almonds which we're going to add into the milk, and also for the topping at the end for that nice decoration. And lastly we have some butter which is called ghee, and this dish is especially fried in ghee. We want the bread to be kind of absorbed into that ghee, so we don't recommend using oil. We've gone for a slightly healthier kind of version for the specific iftar series, so we're not going to be deep frying the bread. It's going to be lightly fried within the ghee. So we're going to start by adding in the milk, and this is going to go into a heated pan. In the milk, we're going to add in the sugar, and we're just going to bring this to a boil. So now into the milk, we're going to be adding some cardamom powder and saffron. So the cardamom is going to give it a nice flavor, and the saffron is going to give it that nice yellow color that you want. So we're just going to add about half a teaspoon of cardamom powder. And we're going to add some saffron. So in the saffron, I've already added some milk, and that's kind of just to get that yellow kind of just color out like this. So I'm just going to add in a bit at a time until it reaches the color that I'm after. So we just want a light shade of yellow. I'm going to add a bit more in. So with that cardamom and saffron, you're going to get a really nice essence in the milk. So now we're going to leave this on a simmer, and we're going to allow this to thicken, and it should reduce by around a quarter. And then once that's done, we're going to be adding the cream in. We have the milk simmering on one side, and as we allow that to thicken, we're going to go ahead and fry the bread. So I've just heated the pan, and in the pan we're going to add some butter. So traditionally this is actually deep fried, but we're going to add about 2 teaspoons of ghee, and then just kind of shallow fry. So we want to constantly be keeping an eye on this, make sure it doesn't boil over, and make sure it doesn't stick as well. So every so often I'm going to be stirring this, and as you can see it's already started to reduce. It's getting slowly thicker. It still needs to thicken quite a bit, and once it's done that, then we're going to add in the cream, and that will allow it to kind of just thicken into a nice, I'd say, saucy texture. We want to make sure that it's not too thick. Overnight, when you leave it in the fridge, the sauce does thicken, and then once the bread also absorbs the mixture, again, it thickens too. So we want to take that into account as well. So once the ghee has kind of heated up a bit, we're going to be adding the bread in 2 slices at a time until it's nice and crispy on both sides. Once that's nice and crispy, we'll just flip it over and then set that aside. And we're going to do that 4 times for all 4 slices of bread. Just stirring this alongside. You can see that's really starting to thicken up now. Just going to give it about 5 more minutes, and then we should be good to add the cream in. Now we've flipped this, it's nice and crispy and golden brown. Whilst the bread is just frying on the side, if we just come back to our milky mixture, we can see that it's really reduced in quantity now, and it's become a bit thicker, so we are ready to go ahead and add in the cream. So in here we have about 1 cup cream. I'm just going to add all of that in. And we're just going to allow that to cook for around 5 more minutes, bring that to a boil, and then just leave that to, again, slightly thicken. Okay, we're now onto our final bread piece. And if we just come back to our milky mixture, we can see that this is thickened up as well, just in time. So once the final bread pieces are done, they are now ready to soak into this. So we can see that it's not a completely thick mixture, but it's just how we want it. So it will allow the bread to soak it up. And once it's in the fridge, it will thicken up exactly how we like it. So we fried all of our bread pieces and the mixture is ready. What we're now going to do is take each piece of bread and just grab some tongs. You're going to take the bread and soak it into the mixture. So once that becomes kind of soggy, you will just start placing that into the dish. So I've taken a nice long dish so I can set out all of the triangle pieces, pour the mixture on top, and then decorate it with some nuts. Okay, so all the bread pieces are done. We have a bit of mixture left and we're just going to pour this into the dish. So that's it, and on the side here I've got some pistachios and chopped almonds already ready. So I'm just going to go ahead and decorate that. And then we're done. Traditionally they actually put koya on this as well. So if you wanted it a bit sweeter you could do that. But we're going for a slightly healthier version of this recipe. That gets a bit heavy. So here we have our final end product. These are Shahi Tukda. As you can see, it was really quick to make them, really easy, and they taste amazing. It's a perfect dessert to make when you have any gatherings, any get-together, or even for iftar. It's also a really great dish to make for Eid as well. So this serves for around 8 people, so it's got 8 triangles in it. If you want to make it for a larger crowd, just double the recipe and it will feed many more.